Betty Friedan, an American writer and activist, born on February 4, 1921, in PL. Her father, Harry Goldstein, who has jewelry business, and her mother, Miriam H., who was Hungarian Jewish immigrant. At early age, she had a passion against injustice, which later motivated her to take action on behalf of other women in the women's rights movement.
Betty graduated from Smith College in 1942 with a psychology degree, then was enrolled in University of California, Berkeley, where she only spent a short amount of time there before moving to New York, where she works various kind of jobs. Before 1942, she married to Carl Friedan, a New York theater producer who she gave birth to 3 children with, named Daniel, Jonathan, and Emily, but were divorced 22 years later. For 10 years, she spent doing her job as a wife and a mother, while doing freelance stuff at home for a lot of magazines.
Friedan was a woman activist. In 1996, she co-founded the first leading president of NOW, National Organization of Women, which fights for his sexual discrimination for women in social, economic, and political rights, bring women into the full participation in the mainstream of American society, exercising all privileges and responsibilities thereof equal partnership with men. She and 28 other women who gathered to attend the third national conference of the Commission on the Status of Women gathered in the Friedan's room and began from organization. Friedan took a napkin and scribbled to Arkham Now organized marches to protest, get support from others. In 1978, the NOW members led a march of 100,000 people who supported the Equal Rights Amendment. In 1995, NOW organized a march to support violence against women and 200,000 people attended. In 1996, supporters gathered to fight the radical rights, which had 30,000 people came.
NOW also wanted legal rights for abortion and repeal of anti-abortion laws in 1967, which was later named the National Association for the Repeal of Abortion Laws, the oldest abortion right advocacy group in the United States. They organized 2 million members, focusing on leaders to hear about the silent voices that are ignored and overheard. A conference was held between Betty Friedan and other organization leaders, was split between those who believe abortion should only be allowed in situations like rape, incest, or to preserve the life and the health of the mother. Another group was Betty and Connie Billy led, which says the abortion right should be the right of the mother to do whatever she wishes, which Friedan believes that abortion is a woman's choice and should be accessible for every woman. On March 1970, Friedan stepped down from the chair but was still active in organizing other women activities. For example, she led a nationwide strike, the Women's Strike for Equality, on August 26, 1970, the 50th anniversary of the 19th Amendment to the United States Constitution, granting women the right to vote. A march led by women striking for equal employment, educational opportunities, as well as childcare in Washington, D.C., and hoping to expand the feminist movement, which were more successful than she expected and gathered over 50,000 women, including men.
While doing that, Friedan authored 6 books, one of the best known and famous for The Feminisms, which later helped Friedan become an influential idol for the women who feel the same struggles as she does of what it means to be a female in society. Stated as a problem that has no name, Friedan said the book was considered the second wave feminist. While the first focused on the woman's basic right, the second wave focused more on beliefs and values of what it does mean for a woman to be a woman. The problem lay buried and unspoken for many years in the minds of American women. Read it in the book. Each sunburned housewife struggled with alone. As she made the beds, shopped for groceries, she was afraid to ask even of herself the silent question, is it all? Friedan encourages women to seek personal growth and accomplish it beyond the family.
A woman has got to be able to say and not feel guilty, who am I, and what do I want out of life? She mustn't feel selfish and neurotic if she wants goals of her own outside of her husband and children, said Friedan. Friedan was also known for her second book, The Second Stage, which discussed the enslavement of women at work and at home, the social evolution of masculinity, political backlash to feminist lobbying, management, and leadership, the social economic value of traditional female occupations.
Friedan believes that every woman has the power to do whatever she wishes, instead of depending on their husband and sacrifice her own wishes for family. Betty was very well known and intelligent for her work that she had done in her life. She was very independent and proud of her beliefs. I agree with her choice when she supported women's right about abortion, letting women have a power to decide what their decision was without getting judged.
Betty Friedan was a powerful yet an inspiring model for many women today. What she believes was the struggle of many women around the world who were afraid to seek for help and were afraid to speak up. She was the figure that led many powerful leaders and protesters by her side to fight and speak up for what is right. Friedan was the figure of the mother of feminism, as she didn't let people down and had lived up to her name.